Uh-oh.
Now let's start it again. Wheel Five Stud. Can you hear me now? Wheel Five Stud.
Oh gosh. Uh-oh.
Can you hear me? All right, let's start this all over. Let's do it again. No audio. I'm glad you pulled up because I did the whole podcast with no audio. Brother.
Thank you.
Start this thing one more time. Yeah, I had it on mute because when I put myself on when I put myself on Stud, like I just, I don't want to be, because I'm watching basketball and stuff like that. I don't want the audio to get corrupted, so I hit the mute button and I forgot to take the mute button off. All right, here we go. Start this podcast as if I'm doing a regular podcast. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Yes, I would like to welcome everybody back to the Kick Rocks Wrestling Podcast. We back in full effect. Backlash is this weekend, but I had to do my thing, put my 2 cents in it. All you haters out there listening, if y'all listening to the sound of my voice,
oh my,
I got some things on my mind. All the unwashed and the washed masses. Can y'all stay with me for a second? Can y'all follow me for a second? We're going to chop it up about Backlash. We're going to talk about Britt Baker over here trying to get men arrested. There's a whole bunch of things we're going to talk about. But first things first, the artist formerly known as Naomi, Trinity, debuted at Impact Wrestling. And I want to get this thing started, get down to brass tacks already. Yes. And talk about Naomi/Trinity premiering at Impact Wrestling. And the first things first, let me tell you guys something real quick. Let me talk to you real quick.
Yeah.
I personally can't. I don't dislike Impact. Because that's where Eli Drake was from. That's where a lot of these wrestlers that made the great AJ Styles, the great Samoa Joe, a lot of these great wrestlers cut their teeth at Impact, whether TNA or Impact. So that's not what this is about. My man Tom Hannafin's there. So that's not what this is about. This is kind of about my feelings as far as Trinity being at Impact at all. This kind of goes back to me thinking about, I hope you're there because you want to be there and not because you had a moment of anger or stress and you followed Sasha. That's all I hope this is. I hope this is not like half-hearted. I hope this is not something where it's just going to be you doing something willy-nilly for a few years and wasting your prime. These are the things that I worry about. These are the things that are my issues. So when I seen her in the middle of that ring, it wasn't about Impact being a smaller promotion. Impact has been gainfully employing people for years.
A long time.
For a few decades. So that's not what this is about. My whole issue is this a moment where in a moment of anger, a moment of stress, you walked away from the E and there was just so much potential for you there, so much money you left on the table. And I'm not a fan of people leaving money on the table. So I kick it to the chat or anybody that's listening or anybody that has any thoughts on Trinity debuting at NXT. I just don't I don't know. I don't know what your thoughts are on it. I don't know what you think, but you're a lady, you like Naomi, you like Trinity, you like what she represents.
I do.
What do you like? What do you see her doing at Impact? That's the question.
Nothing. I don't know. I just, I usually watch bigger brands, so I love her very much. I love her shticks every time she's done them. I like, her moves. I think she's a lovely person on, social media. She always does dances and positive things and such like that. But I think she let Sasha Banks sway her away from something that she didn't need to necessarily leave.
Yeah, because I thought she was fine until she got with Sasha. The next thing you know, she's leaving with Sasha. So,
yeah.
So I'm always going to put that a little bit on her because that's I don't know.
It's like when you get a best friend and your parents are like, I don't know if I like that friend of yours too much. They might be a bad influence. I'm not saying Sasha Banks is a bad person. It just, her stuff with the company might have not been the same stuff that was Naomi's stuff with the company, but it made her think it was because they were like, tag team partners.
Yeah, word on the street is like she's temperamental. She's kind of not Trinity.
Yeah.
Sasha's temperamental, a little bit of a, you know what I mean? There's like these are the words from the people in the inner circle that I talk to. Some of the sources, brother. But I don't know. Wwe Stud says it's a wait and see for me. You know how I feel about the whole situation, and I'll just leave it at that. Yeah, I do understand what you're thinking, what you're saying, brother. But it's one of those things where, like I said, I wish her the best. I hope the best. You know, I don't want anyone to fail. I want her to have great matches against great female wrestlers, great matches in a great organization that gainfully employs people.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I have on that. I just hope it's not for the wrong reasons. That's all I'm gonna say.
Because I mean, honestly, I feel like she should have been. I know she's not the bloodline, but she's married to the bloodline, and I feel like she could have been a part of that whole thing. And that
you never know. You left too quick.
But you know,
you never know what could have been. You don't know what kind of matches you could have been put involved in, and what kind of feuds. Now there's still time. The thing about WWE, to me, the door is always open for certain people, and she's a class act. So I'm not saying she couldn't come back, but it's very weird that she would choose Impact instead of trying to come back with WWE. But that was how I was always my premise when I heard that she was walking away from the E. There's certain companies you can't just walk away from and then call your own shot. There's a level of cachet and a level of clout that you need to have obtained in order to walk away.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure Naomi did that. I'm not sure Naomi earned the right to pull in Austin. You know what I mean? So like, hey, listen, man.
I mean, and it could be the other way around. She could be a very positive person, overlooking a lot of things, and Sasha just might have brought it to light as well. It could have been that way.
Absolutely. I could be dead ass wrong.
I'm like, that happens. Evan does that with me as well sometimes, where I'm like, what are you talking about? And then I'm like, oh.
Could be wrong.
Like, you know.
Could be wrong. I would rather it be that than what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Wwe Stud says, I honestly thought once Triple H took over, she was going to come back. Yeah, me too. And that was the kind of the general consensus, what a lot of people thinking it. But clearly the bridge is burned. Listen, Miss Naomi is a classy lady. Doesn't mean she doesn't have her breaking point.
Yeah,
doesn't matter. Listen, guys. Once upon a time, I worked for WWE. There's a few things that I didn't like, and that's just me being a regular employee, not a WWE superstar. That's a former champion.
Yeah.
So, well, I'll leave it at that. I don't want to get into the minutia, but I can just say, hey. It's not all roses and lollipops, people, and everybody that's so quick to want to work at WWE. Just know what you're getting into. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
With that being said, y'all gonna hire a brother back. I'll shield for you, brother.
Yeah.
And
if you didn't know, I was employed there for a teeny tiny bit, just as a makeup artist.
Shield for you, brother. I will shield. But yeah.
Should we talk to them?
Yeah, you know what's interesting, Lord knows it was a miracle. It was a miracle on 34th Street, y'all. What was that miracle you say? The great LA Knight won a match. He won a match against the artist formerly known as Pete Dunne, or the only person I'm ever gonna call. I ain't calling him Butch. That's Pete Dunne.
Oh, I know, yeah.
Pete Dunne to the day I die. LA Knight won the match. He won it handily. The crowd, we was over. The crowd was chanting. The crowd was loud. It was palpable. LA Knight is one of the most over superstars in the entire planet. Push this man. Give this man a super duper push. Now, I've been clamoring, I've been bitching, I've been pissing, I've been moaning, I've been raising all kinds of hell about LA Knight not getting the match and not winning the match. He got one. He won one. He won it clean. He won it convincingly. The crowd was in full support. They were in full throat saying LA Knight. Then they kept him on SmackDown, and that bothered me a little bit. I thought it'd be the perfect time to remove him from SmackDown, to put him on Raw, to get him near that nice, shiny, juicy title they have over there. But damn it, they kept him over at SmackDown, and I don't like it unless you're going to give him the United States title. Right on cue, Wwe Stud says LA versus Austin Theory for the U.S. title. Yeah, but LA Knight's going to have to go face, though, brother. He's going to have to go face. WWE doesn't like do heel versus heel. So LA Knight's going to have to go face. I don't see Austin Theory turning into a baby face anytime soon. So LA Knight's going to have to be, he's going to have to be a good guy before that to happen. But I agree with you wholeheartedly, brother. LA Knight won a match, y'all. Stop the presses. This dude is over when he was trending on Twitter for winning a match. Dude was trending, and I was like, why is he trending? I was behind on the show, and I was like, he's trending because he won. That's how you need to push this dude. You need to push this dude, put the rocket ship on him, and see where the chips fall, guys. But anyways, LA Knight won the match, y'all. That's all I got on here. I put LA Knight. LA Black Knight won a match.
He still should have had a match at WrestleMania, but whatever.
That's neither here nor there, and it's something they can never, ever get back.
No, because it's not like they're going to be in LA.
Because at his age, they're not going to be in LA anytime before he's retired. LA Knight, unfortunately, is in his 40s, so he will never wrestle a WrestleMania in LA unless they do it in 2 years.
Yeah.
Unless they go in 2 years.
Which, doesn't make sense. But hey, they went to Dallas within a 5 years time span. So
I will put LA Knight at 45. It's not like he ain't going to be in shape. He got the Kavorka, brother. Shout out to LA Knight for getting the dub. You know I gush.
Yeah.
But let me move on. Let me talk about something there. So I was reading about it, and then I heard about it, and then I saw it, and then there were so many differences of opinions, and I don't know why, because there's only one opinion to be had. But so Dr. Britt Baker, DMD,
she's a dentist.
She got into a skirmish, storyline skirmish.
Okay.
Now, if y'all don't know what I'm about to talk about, y'all just follow me for a second. So Dr. Britt Baker got into a skirmish. Soraya and her crew beat the brakes off her, and for some reason they do not know how to lay off this poor woman's face. This girl's had her nose broken multiple times by these ladies in AEW, and they need to stop. Will y'all stop hitting Britt Baker's face? So this time she got her eye
back there, telling them how to pull back.
She got her eye cracked open, and it was a black eye, and it was really bad. She's really swollen. So a week goes by, and AEW releases a shirt with a selfie type photo of Britt Baker and her face smashed with the black eye. Now, there's a little tiny AEW logo at the very, 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 very bottom of the shirt that you can barely see unless you look at the bottom of the shirt. But what I'm trying to say is this picture was made exactly like you make a picture that a woman takes when she's domestically abused. It is the exact photo.
That's what I haven't seen it. So
look it up. It's the exact photo.
That's what I was like,
it is not different. There's no reason behind it. There's not. But Evan, what's the problem? What's the significance? The significance is the average human being on earth. Wrestling fans do not like to hear this.
Yeah.
The wrestling fans do not like to hear this. No one knows who she is. The average person does not know who Britt Baker is. So it looks like a picture of a woman who's been beaten up, and the men are wearing the shirt, and it looks like a man, even though he doesn't mean to, is endorsing domestic violence. It is a very stupid shirt.
It's a very stupid shirt. I'm looking right at it right now. It looks like domestic violence.
Super stupid, because of the picture looks just like a picture a cop would take of a woman who was beat up. It is brutal.
So, okay. See, so this is her shirt.
Yes.
See, what made this better is if she would say she has this black eye, she should be flicking people off or something. Make it just, if you're going to show a shirt like this, then make it so she's like, fuck you know what I mean?
AEW needs to be across the top of the shirt.
And it
needs to say Dr. Britt Baker DMD.
Exactly. Since he said that on the bottom.
There needs to be a lot.
There needs to be a lot of things on here. You got to be able to see her gear, like the top of her gear, and her just,
WWE released a shirt of Becky Lynch looking like she had a mugshot.
Oh my
gosh. 100% looked like a WWE shirt, though.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
Knew exactly when you seen it. It was a gimmick shirt.
Yeah.
Listen, and then Britt Baker had the nerve to come out against people saying people are stupid. Are you great?
Girl,
it's very, very.
I'm looking at it. It looks like I made it myself.
Terrible.
With the ironing board and the printer.
It looks like there's a guy walking around supporting domestic violence.
It really does.
It just does. It's not about what it is. It's what it looks like.
There is no, I don't even see. I see. It's teeny tiny.
Oh, it's very tiny. That AEW logo is so tiny.
It's like the tiniest.
Lord have mercy. For example,
the EST of symbols, like the tiniest, the smallest.
Yeah, Britt Baker on Twitter, she has 377,000 followers. So she has 377,000 people that follow her, knocking out a couple thousand people that might be bots or whatever. So out of all of that's people on Twitter. So what I'm trying to say is, out of America, we got 450 million people in America, 8 billion people in the world. So what I'm trying to say is there is a larger percentage of people who don't know you.
Yeah, you look. This
You
looks
look like a regular woman
yeah.
who has been beat up by a dude.
Because I'm looking at like this other shirt, and I'm like, oh, that looks like a wrestling shirt.
Terrible idea.
That looks like a wrestling shirt, but this one
Terrible idea.
looks like not good.
And I am flabbergasted that they have not taken that shirt down. I'm flabbergasted that they have not removed that shirt. And Tony is a very smart guy, but sometimes he's out of touch. That shirt is problematic.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, after people start realizing it, and the purpose of a shirt like this is to sell.
I'm saying if you wear this in a big city like New York or LA, you're wearing this,
you're in serious trouble.
Somebody random is gonna come up on you and like just
try to fight you.
Yeah.
Because they're just not even gonna ask you a question. They're just gonna assume.
Yeah.
They're just gonna assume you're publishing a person that you beat up.
Yeah.
Straight up.
If they don't physically try to hurt you, they're going to say something. They're gonna swear at you. They're gonna scream at you.
Yes.
Like they're gonna do something, like and call you names and things like that. Because this is not a good shirt.
Yeah, Will Foster said no. They're doubling down on it, and I see it all on social media. I go, so do I. Now listen. I'm just talking about it because it's the podcast, and this is what the podcast is about. And I'm afforded the opportunity to voice my opinion. So guys, you could knock yourself out. Go ahead, buy that damn shirt and walk around if you want to. But the lovely Britt Baker, she can be wrong, and the lovely Britt Baker has a lot of cool shirts.
Mm-hmm.
That's not one of them.
No, that's why I said I'm looking at these other ones. I'm like, they look like wrestling shirts. She's got bloody nose and blood on her forehead and stuff, and I'm like, okay, you're all about that, and it does. It looks like wrestling shirts. This does not look like a wrestling.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I've never seen something look more perfectly like someone's being domestically abused.
Yeah, like this looks like I'm proud that I beat up this woman type shirt.
It looks perfect.
It's not good.
So yeah, listen, knock yourselves out, guys. I caution you to not buy the shirt. Don't support it because you have to understand wrestling fans don't like to hear this, but guys, even WWE fans don't like to hear this.
Yeah.
The majority of the world doesn't know who you are.
Don't know what this is.
I promise you. They don't even know about the shirt. I'm talking about you as a wrestler. They don't know who you are. They don't.
They don't. They just don't.
The wrestling community does. When you see a superstar, you know you're looking at a superstar, but you don't know what they do.
Yeah.
Like when you see some of these wrestlers, they look very much like superheroes, but you don't know they're wrestlers. You're like, oh, they're somebody. But for the most part, a lot of people don't know what these people do. So and the thing about Britt, what makes her such a draw is she looks like a person you know.
Yeah.
And that picture looks so much like an abused woman.
Yeah, it's just not. It's just not. I don't know who approved it. It's just not good.
Tony!
Like, Tony, what? This is, I don't know. This is why you have people underneath you to tell and be like, no, don't do that. Like, see, a wrestling shirt. This looks like a wrestling shirt.
Lord have mercy on my soul. I ain't gonna belabor the point. I ain't gonna do it, y'all. But what I wanted to do, I'm
not gonna wear that shirt.
I wanted to start something, but I wanted to put it up on the screen and have you guys check it out first. I found this on Twitter. Shout out to the person that found this on Twitter too. I wish I could credit you, but I was kind of skimming, so I apologize. But it's called the 7 Wrestlers Theory, and I wanted to put this up on the screen so you guys can do it while we do it. And then kind of hit me with yours. Will Fawcett, if you're listening, Tara, if you're listening, anybody that's listening out there, and anybody's listening to the podcast, just do this with me. I'm going to throw it up on the board. I'm going to read it off. Then I'm going to get it my butt. I'm back. But I'm back. Okay, so I'll start it from the top. So Heidi Mac, I'll start with you. 7 wrestlers theory, my people. The one that made you fall in love with wrestling. What say you?
This was hard because I'm like, I kind of have 2 people there. Well, it's kind of 3. I was like, but it's like at the same time. Both of these, they like were around the same time, and it made me want to watch. And that was Daniel Bryan and the Bella Twins. I'm like, they both like. I couldn't pick one of the over the other. Like they both. I love that twin magic, and I'm like, I loved like them just doing their thing, and then Daniel Bryan, man, with his yes chant and stuff, and he was working the crowd, and it was just so much fun and so exciting. So I mean, those are the ones that made me love wrestling. I mean, I liked it. I never really watched it too much, but I mean, of course, I knew big names and things like that, but they're the ones that made me love it.
Yo, I like it. Shout out to Eric Clark. Yo, Eric, we're doing the 7 wrestlers theory, brother. Play along with me, man. The first one is there's going to be 7 things I'm going to read off, but the first one is the one that made you fall in love with wrestling, brother. Let me know which one you think that is while I go. And so for me, the one that made me fall in love with wrestling was Macho Man Randy Savage. When I was a young man, watching the promos, the bright lights, the bright colors, and things like that. His cool promos with Mean Gene Okerlund is what made me. They just made me giggle. The cream of the crop promo made me giggle. Queen Sherry, that's what made me giggle. And it was one of those things where I've always enjoyed him as a wrestler. I kind of really was the most amazing moments to me as a wrestler, and the thing that made me fall in love with wrestling is Macho Man Randy Savage, and it's just as simple as that. Will Foster said he started watching during the Attitude Era. Yeah, but what made you fall in love with wrestling? Brother.
Okay, so you're saying it's Stone Cold.
Yeah.
Okay.
Will Foster said the first time my sister introduced me to wrestling, the atmosphere caught my attention, and the first wrestler that caught my attention was Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I mean, you can't argue that.
Hard to argue. Eric Clark says Stone Cold Steve Austin for me. Moving right along, guys. We're doing 7 wrestler theory. Earl. What up, Earl? Earl says Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Big E, Daniel Bryan, Macho Man, Naomi, Sasha. Oh, you did the whole thing. Oh, that's dope. So Ricky Steamboat, Neil O'Neil, Big E, Daniel Bryan, Macho Man. I'm gonna go in order. Naomi is okay. That's dope.
So Ricky Steamboat.
So Ricky Steamboat's 1. So number 2, your newest favorite wrestler. Everyone listening, and Heidi Mac, what say you?
Okay, I know he's not new to a lot of people, but he's new to me, and that would be. Let me talk to you. Yeah.
L-A.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I know, again, he's new to me. So I'm thoroughly enjoying it.
Yeah, fine with me. Can't argue that. That's LA Knight, baby.
Yeah.
Now, while she goes, my new favorite wrestler is the young phenom. That is Austin Theory. He is my new favorite wrestler. He is John Cena 2.0. He is an athletic freak of nature. He is an actual swell guy, and he will be soon your WWE champion. So you guys either learn to love it, learn to live with it. Diamonds are forever. And so is Austin Theory, brother. So guys, so kicking that to you guys is that your new favorite wrestler is what? Earl says it is Eel O'Neil, brother.
Nice.
My goodness gracious. So moving right along with the 7 wrestler theory, you're the one that always makes you smile.
It's Matt Riddle. I'm sorry.
There you go.
I can't help but smile every time he comes on the screen. I'm like, we've had the chance to, meet him in person. How you can't help but smile seeing him in person either. I'm sorry. I'm like, man, he makes me smile.
I like it. The one that makes you smile. Matt Riddle. For Earl, he says it's Big E. That's the one.
I mean, yeah, no, you can't argue with that either.
He makes you smile.
Yeah.
Will Foster says Grayson Waller. I like that. He makes me smile too. For my choice,
I think that's his new. No, I think that's his new wrestler.
Is that his new wrestler? Oh, Will Foster. Oh, yeah, I like that. He's dude.
Yeah.
It was hard for me to keep him off my list. Sorry, there's a delay. Oh no, you're good. You're good. I said it on the delay, brother. So for me, the one that makes me smile is Seth Rollins. He just, when that dude comes out and that music hits, and he's wearing a crazy outfit and he's dancing and bopping around, I literally smile every. That's true.
I do too. I do laugh.
I just laugh. I was like, I don't even know what he's doing.
I know. Like every time he walks out, he's like,
And then when he does when he bounces around.
Yeah, when he bounces. Yeah.
So the one that makes me smile inexplicably.
I can't argue that either because I do too.
Is the great Seth freaking Rollins. Oh, Will Foster and I agree, man. The one that makes us smile is Seth Rollins. Yo, Will Foster, great minds thinking like stud, muffin, the steady stud.
He's just ridiculous.
Yo, shout out to everybody's in the chat right now. Appreciate you guys. We live streaming and podcasting at the same time. So we're doing the 7 wrestler theory, guys. If you can, if you heard me earlier, it's a 7 wrestler theory that I found on Twitter, and it's really cool. So number 4 on the 7 wrestler theory is your comfort wrestler. Who is your comfort wrestler? For those that keep in track, Earl's comfort wrestler is Daniel Bryan.
I can see that.
That's a very comforting wrestler. Your comfort wrestler, just like your comfort food. What's that one thing you like when you're, when you want to go to it and it just, it soothes you?
Yeah, I mean, mine is Natalya. Like she's always on point. Oh, me.
Hey, baby.
Hi, Antasia.
Hey, boo.
And BFF. Yeah, no. So yeah, Veronica, who's your comfort wrestler?
Comfort wrestler. Doing the 7 wrestler theory.
Yeah. So mine is Natty. I love her. She loves catch. She's always on it.
We throw it back up there for the people that missed the 7 wrestler theory. Heidi says in Italian, 7 wrestler theories, guys. The number 1, the one that made you fall in love with wrestling. Number 2, your newest favorite wrestler. Number 3, the one that always makes you smile. Number 4, your comfort wrestler. Number 5, the one you miss the most. Number 6, the one you protect with your life.
God, Eric Clark.
And number 7, the one you're rooting for the most.
Eric Clark says his comfort wrestler is Mexican food.
Eric Clark, you bloody savage. You bloody savage, you. Yes. Evan Max, comfort wrestler is the great Chad Gable. Thank you.
Thank you.
Chad Gable is like chicken noodle soup to me. He is like tomato biscuit and grilled cheese. That is what Chad Gable is. He is a pure wrestler. He is a great wrestler. He is a nice person. He puts on a banger match at everyone. He shows you that size really doesn't matter. Every single time he is in that ring, no matter who he's in that ring with, I feel comfortable that they feel comfortable, and he is one of the greatest wrestlers to ever live. So much. Wait a minute, Will Foster, are you stealing my comfort? He's stealing everything from me.
Probably.
Me and Will Foster are thinking alike right now, man. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Will Foster says, believe it or not, my comfort wrestler is Chad Gable. Me too. Yo, Chris, what up? Evan Mac, my bro. Great work. So always do yourself. Thanks, Chris. I appreciate you, bro. Oh, is that Burr?
She was just saw her doing all kinds of things. Like bubbles.
Evan Mac's comfort wrestler is the great Chad Gable.
He's great.
Eric Clark says Finn Balor. What's up, brother-in-law? Okay,
hello.
So number 5, the one you miss the most. What is the wrestler you miss the most, Heidi Mac?
I know. Again, it's not like I'm not going back far in the past.
You don't have to. This is your list. This ain't nobody else's list.
I miss him very much. Hence why I wore him.
There you go.
Because I need him to RKO somebody out of nowhere, like today, tomorrow, in the future, whatever, WWE together, whatever. I need him to be healthy, come back, get better, work on that back.
You're that top 5?
Yes.
Randy, wifey wants you back top 5.
Serious.
Wifey wants you back top 5. Randy Orton is her choice for the one she misses the most. Veronica says, me and my mom love Becky. Eric Clark says, I miss Jeff Hardy. Yeah. I know.
Okay.
Yeah, listen, Mon says he hears voices in his head. Don't we all? So we're doing the 7 wrestler theory, my people. If you're listening to me, everybody listening to me in the podcast, I would love you guys to play along. If you're listening at the podcast and anyone that's watching, I would love you guys to play along because it's really cool. 7 wrestlers theory. The one that made you fall in love with wrestling, your newest favorite wrestler, the one that always makes you smile, your comfort wrestler, the one you miss the most, the one you protect with your life, and the one you're rooting for the most. The 7 wrestler theory. Moving on to old Mackey's. The one I miss the most. Who does Evan miss the most? I went back and forth. I was thinking about going with somebody that passed away.
Oh,
I was thinking about, the Eddie Guerrero's crossed my mind and things like that, or a wrestler that we can't see anymore wrestler that crossed my mind.
Yeah, I didn't go that far back.
What's up, Reg? Reggie said Superfly Jimmy Snuka. My theory is I know what Will Foster says John Cena. I was thinking about Goat Man too, but the one I missed the most is actually Triple H.
I know. I almost put him down.
And the reason why I put Triple H is because he was unceremoniously had to stop his career. He didn't get his retirement match. He didn't get his swan song. He didn't get his last final run against wrestlers that he really knew and loved. You know what I mean? He didn't have a choice. You know what I mean? So Triple H is the one. Honorable mention, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I miss him the most. I had the most fun with him. So yeah, the one I miss the most is actually Triple H, because I'm never going to get to see him wrestle ever again.
Exactly. Like, oh my God, I loved watching him and Steph come out like in San Francisco. And oh my gosh, when it was like that Terminator type thing. Oh, it was so cool. It was so cool.
So people listening to me on the chat. So the next one is the one you would protect with your life, the wrestler you won't let nobody come between you and that wrestler. Who you got? Heidi Mack, everybody in the chat. Who is the wrestler you would protect with your life?
We have lots of the same colors in her hair. And her name would be Asuka.
Heidi says Asuka ain't nobody coming between me and Asuka. Ain't no hater gonna tell me. Can't nobody. No. Eric Clark says CM Punk. Burberry says Asuka.
That's right.
Heidi Mack says Asuka. That no one will come between you. Who is the wrestler? If y'all know Evan Mack, y'all already know who I would fight an entire civilization for.
Oh, we all know.
I would go back in time.
We already know.
I'd fight the Romans. I'd fight the Spartans butt naked. I'd fight the whole 300 army.
If he was his king, Evan would be his gladiator.
For John Cena.
Yes.
Goat man, goat man, goat man. Will I said even though I got blocked on Twitter by this person, it would still have to be Chelsea Green for me. Y'all, listen, we're gonna unpack that because we're about to get to the last one.
I'm curious.
Now we're gonna unpack this. Will Foster, you still are not ready to admit to me what you did wrong to get blocked by Chelsea Green, because I will try to reach out to Chelsea Green.
I know, right?
Will Foster, keep it real for everybody on the Kick Rocks podcast. What did you do to get blocked by Chelsea Green?
I mean, sometimes
stop bullshit.
Sometimes regular people don't do anything, but
he definitely did something.
But just annoy them.
What did you do, Will Foster? Did you talk too much to her? Did you comment on her appearance? What did you do? What did you do, Stud Muffin? I want to know what you did, because you've been blocked by Chelsea Green for like 7 years.
Yeah, for a long time. Like since ended that after Buzz. I mean, OMG. Woo.
So anybody in the chat listening, everybody in the podcast, if you're listening, if you're playing at home, the wrestler that you will die for, the wrestler that no one can come between. Mine is John Cena. Heidi's is Asuka's.
I will wear all the things. I will be her stunt double. So
I will stab everyone.
I'm like, some lady in Pennsylvania thought I already was Asuka in the back, so I will take it.
I only tweet her at her one. Man, shut up. You are Will Foster. I'm calling bullshit. Will Foster, you are lying to me, man. Will Foster, you said you only tweeted at Chelsea Green twice, but what did you say?
You never know. She might have gone on.
No.
Let me.
He's a nice guy. You're a nice guy. You're a nice guy.
Maybe she went on a blocking spree. Like one day, maybe she didn't just block him. Maybe she blocked like 100 people, because these people get like that, and they're like, you know what? I don't hear anything, and they go through their list and just block.
I will say this, and I'm not even trying to be funny because I'm dead ass serious. I find it very disturbing that Chelsea Green brought a nice young man that is in a wheelchair. I will say that. I don't like that.
Yeah, I know.
I'm messing around with him, so I won't get pissed. But the first time he told me, I was pissed.
I know. We were like, what? Oh, okay.
I was pissed. Like, a nice kid that's in a wheelchair that just talks wrestling and you block him, I'm a little pissed by that.
Oh, see, I said hi.
I said hi, and I told her that I liked their character and Impact. That's sick.
See, like, so I don't.
That makes me sick.
See, that's why I think more she went on its.
But you can't do that though. You need to pull up and see who go by case by case.
You would think, but no, I have a feeling she went on a spree.
Well,
of,
I joke, I kid, but I'm telling you, truly, I've been pissed about this for a long time.
He has. We talk about it.
I'm sorry, bro. Like for real, that's ridiculous.
Oh, I see Reginald up there. He said he missed Andre the Giant.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
Don't
try to block my guy. Don't block my stud on the screen. You can't block a stud muffin.
You cannot.
What a hater. Finally, on the 7 wrestlers theory list, my people, if you're playing along, who is the wrestler you are rooting for the most? Who do you want to see succeed, people? Who do you want to see succeed? ID Matt, who are you rooting for the most?
Again, like I didn't go with their number of 7. I'm sorry if it was a concrete thing, but I just could not because.
Yeah, it was concrete.
I don't care. I have 2 choices.
You can't pick 2 people?
I have 2 people because I want to see them both, both succeed.
The hell?
What's
wrong with society nowadays?
I'm going against the grain, whatever. No, I want to see Amos. I want to see him. I want to see him getting pushed like for real. Like stop giving him these matches where it don't really matter. Like give him something. He's really worked hard on his physique. I'm like, you can tell, like,
wow.
I mean, like, I feel like he really, and he's Vince McMahon's like that. He loves the big guys. So like that he is one. And then the other one is Piper Niven.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like after they changed her name from Dewdrop, that they went back to Piper Niven. They like stopped. Like when she was Dewdrop, they were pushing her more. But now she's Piper Niven. Like I don't feel like they push her anymore.
Big fan of Piper. Big fan of Amos. You know where I'm at with Amos.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm like, I think Piper, like, give Piper a story. Like, I'm sorry, I would enjoy. You know what? Have Becky revert for a second, bring back the last kicker, and have like that like be a thing. I think that would be amazingly fun.
I like it. Will 5 Stud Mother says Adam Cole, baby. I'm cool with that. The one, what is the damn? I forgot the damn list. What's the list? Damn, was the one? Was it?
It was
the one I'm rooting for the most.
Rooting for the most.
Well, that's very simple, and that's L.A. Knight. Yeah,
yeah. I thought about putting him down, but I had a feeling my husband would be putting him down, so I did not. The one I'm rooting
for the most to succeed is L.A. Knight.
I didn't need to put him down.
Than everyone. This dude is MJF on steroids, and part of that is because he's older than MJF. But he's with all due respect, he's a better wrestler. He's more athletic. Yeah, this dude is. I need a WWE championship like a year or 2. Yeah, Eric Clark's with me, baby.
I'm serious.
LA Knight, brother, for real.
Honest, I don't even know if it doesn't. I don't even care if it doesn't make sense. Have him go against Amos. I do. I'm like, push them both.
That's the thing about LA Knight. He's a Swiss Army knife. You can put him against anybody.
Yeah.
You can put LA Knight against a tin can in the middle of the ring, and he'll work a match with a tin can, brother.
I'm like, do that. Do something. I'm like, I mean, and let.
7 wrestler theory coming from Monge. Monge coming in hot. I got 50 mouses going on right now. 7 wrestlers. Number 1. So I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna read it from off the top.
Okay, the one that made you fall in love.
The one that made you fall in love.
Goldberg.
Your newest favorite wrestler, Powerhouse Hobbs, getting some love. Number 3, the one that always makes you smile, Roman Reigns.
A smile, interesting.
Your tribal chief. Your comfort wrestler, Adam Cole, baby. I
can see that.
The one you miss the most, Undertaker.
That is hard to argue.
The one you protect your life with, Asuka.
The Empress of Tomorrow.
And the one you rooting for the most is the great Seth freaking Rollins.
I mean, I understand. I just don't think you have to root for him because he's out there.
He's over like a rover.
He's super over.
Over like a rover.
Like
baby.
everybody, you don't even have to play his music because they're already singing it. So like, I mean, so I get what you're saying, but at the same time, I'm like, I was trying to go for somebody that needs some rooting for.
All right, go 7 wrestlers theory, guys. 7 wrestlers theory. You guys make yours up. If you're listening, I would love to hear what everyone's 7 wrestlers are. It'd be really, really, really dope.
Tweet at them. Right. You should put it on Twitter.
Little backlash preview. Backlash preview. Got a couple matches. Will Fox still got a question. I have a question for you guys. What's your favorite pay-per-view of all time? That's preposterous. I don't know. Yeah, Monj, I'm not a pay-per-view guy when it comes to what's my favorite of all time. You know what I mean? I know a lot of wrestling fans, they have the answer to that question, but that's kind of like my favorite song of all time. Or favorite movie of all time. I go by genre when it comes to that. So I could say,
I mean, if you could say type,
but when it comes
type of pay-per-view,
but also what I go to is like when we were at live. I kind of because my live experience and then my watch experience
they're different.
So 30 for me.
I was actually gonna say that too because we were there.
Because not just the match is because New Orleans was popping.
It was,
the fans were popping.
Yeah, Bourbon Street was so much fun.
The streak ends. Daniel Bryan wrestles 2 matches.
Yeah.
I got Batista there. I got the live performances of the Randy Orton song, the Bray Wyatt song.
My gosh,
you know what I mean?
Sick.
I got one of the sickest Triple H entrances of all time.
Yeah.
So 30 for me because we were there live. You know, my live is different than watching because it's just the crowd is what I love about the live performances. So I do have an answer when it comes to live WrestleMania 30.
My favorite pay-per-view is probably the Royal Rumble.
There you go. So Heidi's favorite pay-per-view is Royal
Rumble.
Like
a type, if you're going by.
I love the Royal Rumble as well. My favorite mini pay-per-view is Money in the Bank. Because Money in the Bank is like my
that is fun
new
too,
thing they do.
Yeah, I do like that.
But the Rumble is special. Never been to a Rumble.
No. Yeah, we have not. What were we?
I was there. I was there, but I was in the back.
Yes, you were. So we were at an elimination chamber right before we all, blinked in the.
I was in the back. I was in the back.
Where Thanos snapped his finger and we all went.
I was in the back, sitting on the couch, like not missing one of the greatest comebacks of all time in Edge. So I don't really count that. I got to be in the crowd amongst the masses, the washed and the unwashed.
That'll probably happen. Will 5 said, I need a WrestleMania in Vegas. They'll probably.
Ooh, they don't have the new thing.
No, the Legion.
No, Legion. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they probably will. They just, they already had SummerSlam there, so I mean, they probably will eventually. But I don't know.
I think they need to pull the trigger and put it in Jolly Old England.
Honestly,
it'll sell out.
Oh my god!
It's not about ticket sales. It's just not. It's not because they always come to us.
Yeah,
we can go to them.
I know.
We can go to them.
I'm like, I wouldn't mind.
Backlash, my people. Backlash. I'm gonna start from the top. I'm gonna do it how Wikipedia does it. No, I lied. That's structure wrong. Oh no. I like it kind of like I like it like this. We got Matt Riddle, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn versus the Bloodline, Solo Sikoa, Jey Uso, and Jimmy Uso with the GOAT man. That is Paul Heyman. I will give WWE $5 if they can do a match without the Bloodline. 5 seconds.
I know.
$5 for 5 seconds without the Bloodline. Heidi Mac, who's winning this match?
Oh my god. Oh my. Okay, yeah. There's no belts on the line, right? It's just
nope.
Yeah. Okay. Ooh, man, I feel like that's hard. I feel like because Matt Riddle's back, they wouldn't want him to lose.
True.
But they might want to cause drama, like even though they have the belts and it's not for a belt,
still
they want the Bloodline to win. So
you going Bloodline, huh?
I think so.
Interesting.
Because it's not for a belt, so like I feel like they might.
I believe the Bloodline will lose to increase the drama between Riddle and the Usos.
Oh,
yeah. So I think Riddle and them boys is going to win.
Oh yeah, because they're like not living up to their standards.
Manji says the face team wins more dissension. Yep, that's exactly what I said. Manji's thinking like I'm thinking.
That's what I was saying. I was like, Matt Riddle coming back. I was like, I don't think they'd want him to lose because he needs to.
So moving on, we got Rhea Ripley versus Zelina Vega. WWE wanted to check a box, so they wanted to find the first Puerto Rican they could see that was a female. And very fortunately, it's Zelina Vega. Now she's lovely, she's talented, she's spectacular, she's beautiful, she's charismatic.
Yes,
but she's Puerto Rican.
Yes,
and she's going against me, the greatest female wrestler in the business today.
Yes,
and that's the Aussie, Charlotte Flair. Anytime Charlotte Flair goes on vacation, Rhea Ripley moves on to the number 1. When Charlotte Flair comes back from vacation, she goes to number 2.
It's for real.
Well, so right now she's on vacay. Rhea Ripley's the best wrestler in the world that is a female. Bar none, male or female, give her top 10, top 15, but that's neither here nor there. Rhea Ripley wins this, but Zelina looks good.
No, she looks good, but I think Rhea is just going to retain.
Zelina looks good.
They just want her there because
they checking boxes.
Because of
they checking boxes.
The checking the boxes. And
if I was Puerto Rican, I'd be in a match this Saturday.
Me too.
Damn it!
I'm like, hey, Elisa, girl, where you at?
Boy, they went on that list. They went on that right room. Like, where the Puerto Rican? any Puerto Ricans in there?
I got a Puerto Rican in Vegas.
They're like Damian Priest, Bad Bunny.
I need her to go there and wrestle.
Zelina Vega. They were like, well, how many?
Who do we got? Who do we got?
But anyways, yeah, Rhea wins this going away. It's going to be a good match, though. The match that everyone is confused by, but I'm cool with it. Seth freaking Rollins versus Omos.
Yeah,
Who's winning this match? Who you got?
I mean,
you know, Omos ain't won.
I'm rooting for him.
In 15 years.
I know. I'm rooting for him. I don't like. They never like. Seth Rollins is he's just such magnitude.
Yeah.
I don't. But I mean, again, there's no belt or anything.
Nope. Good old-fashioned match.
It's just a good old-fashioned match. Yeah, almost. I'm gonna go with him because I'm rooting for him anyway.
Yeah, you know what's interesting? I wish you would write about that.
I know.
Monge goes Rollins. I'm probably gonna go Rollins, but Omos needs to win the match.
Yes.
More. Even if it's by shenanigans, even if it's by hook or
by crook,
I'm cool with that.
He's not winning.
Yeah, he's a heel. So if you're a heel, you can win by heelish ways. So I'm glad you picked it because that's cool. So I'm going Rollins, but I hope I'm wrong. Omos needs a dub.
I'm like, I feel like it is gonna be Seth, but I'm like, I want it to be.
Why not?
I'm going for
Austin Theory versus Bobby Lashley versus Bronson Reed triple threat match for the WWE United States Championship. Does Theory retain, or does it go somewhere else?
Mm-hmm.
That's the question.
That one's tough for me.
Mm-hmm. Triple threats always are tough because you're like, wait a minute now.
I'm like, because Bobby Lashley got screwed out of his match at WrestleMania.
Sure did, because of that knucklehead Bray Wyatt.
I know, but does he need a belt right now?
Nope.
I'm worried. I'm like, you trying to bring up Bronson Reed?
Robert pulled up out of nowhere. Where you been at, Robert? Where the hell you been? He just said A-Town down.
Yeah,
so does Manji Poo.
I think he's gonna retain too. I just
listen.
But
go ahead. No. We cool with that. Listen. Austin Theory needs to win because we need to keep him away a little bit longer from the main title. The fact that he has a title in his hand, he can always be away from the main title. The second he loses that, I'm going to instantly want him in the title picture. Period.
Yeah.
So I think Austin Theory's run needs to continue. He just beat John Cena at WrestleMania not even a month ago.
Yeah.
Therefore, he continues his run. I don't care if it's by hook or by crook. I don't care about that. Manji says Reed ain't winning because he's drafted the Raw, so that rules him out of the equation. Yep, they made a boo-boo there. Will Foss said, I can't wait for this triple threat. I'm going with Bobby. He's going with Bobby. I like that we have some difference in people. I'm staying with the young bull from Atlanta.
Yeah, I think he's going to retain.
Monsieur Theory. So now we got the match that I can't believe is happening. It's not like it's going to go my way. But Bianca Belair versus Io Sky for the WWE Raw Women's Championship. I what say you? Because you know where I'm at with Io.
You know where I'm at too.
Where I'm at with Io.
I'm like that. I mean, like, you know, she. I want her to win, but I really think Bianca's going to just retain.
It's never going to happen.
It doesn't seem like a big enough arena match type thing for them to want to take her belt from her in Puerto Rico.
Going to happen.
Never, it has to be bigger.
Io to me is championship bound. I don't think it's going to be this time. She's going to have an incredible showing. I've said it before and I've said it again. I've been saying this for years. Io Shirai. Io Shirai is one of the greatest wrestlers in the world, male or female. Gender be damned.
She's also a lovely lady in person.
Yeah, absolutely. A sweetheart as well. Bianca beat Asuka at WrestleMania. She's not losing Io. I do believe Io can be champion one day if booked properly. But that is not this Saturday, unfortunately. Yep, Manji agrees. Will I said it could be the match of the night. I doubt it will be, but it could be.
I mean, yeah, because Io Sky.
I think I'm gonna tell you what the match of the night probably could be. So so we have the great Cody Rhodes versus the great Brock Lesnar. And this is just a match with two grown men just beating the brakes off each other.
I don't care who wins.
Puerto Rico.
I really don't care.
But you got to pick.
No. I don't want to pick. I don't care.
That's what the hell this is. This predictions.
But I was like, nobody wins because of disqualification.
That ain't happening. Oh, actually, Mike, that could happen.
That's what I'm saying.
That could happen.
That's what I'm saying. Something weird happens.
While I'm talking, that could happen.
That's what I'm saying. Something weird happens.
It really could.
Because it's just a singles match. There's nothing like so.
That's very possible.
So nobody wins.
Yeah, that's actually not a big. That's not a big deal. I say Cody actually loses this match.
I don't want to say that.
I think WWE is hell bent on having this man climb this imaginary summit to Kilimanjaro before he wins the title. It's going to be so annoying. Cody by DQ. This ain't over. Yeah, unfortunately, they're going to drag it out.
Of course.
They're going to try to drag it out. Y'all know who they want. Who they want the Rock of WrestleMania so bad. Yo,
he's
Dwayne,
getting older.
I told you. Part of me, I already told you about this, Heidi. Part of me, I swear to, I told you, I want that poster. I want that shirt. I want that promo, and I want that moment where they are face to face. I would pay $1 million for that. But another part of me wants The Rock to never come back.
Like, honestly, he's getting older.
You know why? Because he don't need to.
He don't need to.
That's number one. Number two, because he don't need to.
Hey, we got to see him one time when he came out, and it was on Burning Flames and stuff. It was in Dallas too.
I'm good. I got to see John Cena burn The Rock. I got to see John Cena burn The Rock again.
We got to see Stone Cold come out.
I'm good.
Sorry, y'all.
But yeah, but I actually see Cody losing this pretty clean, actually. That leads me to the match that I believe that really could steal the show. And that is the great, the almighty, not Bobby Lashley, the Puerto Rican phenom, Benito Bad Bunny, the Bad Bunny.
I think he'll win too.
Only because
I think because he's in Puerto Rico.
There is like, no way in hell Bad Bunny lose that match.
There's no way.
No way.
There's just no way.
There's gonna be LWO, Legado del Fantasma's gonna come in there.
There's no way.
The Judgment Day's gonna come up in there. There's gonna be a fiasco because it's a San Juan street fight, whatever the hell that is. WWE's not making up shit.
That's much. He said, if you smell what the Mex are cooking.
Listen, I'm cooking. You know what I'm cooking? I'm cooking up Benito standing triumphant. Will Fox said that this is not the main event. It is Poppycock. It has to be the main event.
I'm pretty sure.
Brock and Cody should be the match before because it'll be a really great match. And I think the street fight could surpass that match. So Benito wins. Bad Bunny. You do not have the biggest Latin star. You damn right it's still Bad Bunny. It ain't Karol G yet. Kick rocks.
Oh, I know.
Bad Bunny.
She's cool.
Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny ain't losing. No, he ain't losing in Puerto Rico.
No. That's no.
Damien, you know I love you. You a friend of the show. You was on the show.
I asked if you were going to Puerto Rico, and you were like,
no. But you know you ain't. Benito. Oh snap! Yeah. Listen, he gonna have to believe you, Will Five Stud Muffin. But yeah, Backlash Preview, Kick Rocks Podcast. Thank you all for joining us on this impromptu live stream. I'm thinking about doing both because we're recording the podcast for the audio for tomorrow, but also coming on here just to talk to you guys. It was great. 7 Wrestlers Theory. If you guys hope you guys listen and can do that, I'll throw it up on the
throw it up on Twitter.
I'll throw it up on the Twitter. I would love to hear what your 7 wrestlers are because it's one of my favorite things that I've seen. Shout out to the person that came up with that. That's really cool stuff. You guys are amazing. Love, peace, chicken grease, a hot comb, and some grits.
Thank you.
All hell, LA Knight. Hugs and kisses.
Yeah.
Let me talk to you. Let me talk to you.